Good morning, you guys. A lot of people believe that working smarter, not harder, is the answer to a lot of things in life. And I completely disagree. Specifically for my young investor, my young individuals in life who are starting out, the ones who are still trying to build. Let me explain why. For individuals, that say work smarter, not harder. A lot of those individuals either have leverage or some sort of catapult to help them get through things in life, So as a young investor, and this is for my young investors, it is imperative for you to work harder, because you need to build that nest egg. You need to build that forefront so that eventually in the long run, you have something to lean on for you to work smarter, not harder. Prime example. Let's talk about dividend investors. Yes, dividend investors. And I do wholeheartedly value dividends. The young dividend investor initially has no sort of catapult or leverage to build on, or actually just, any essential cash flows for him to be able to work smarter, So as a young investor, the dividend young investor must work hard to build up his cash flow. He must work hard. The young dividend investor who works hard, increases his cash flow, builds, goes to work, decides to put in the overtime. And with each check, each payout, he buys more dividend assets so that he can increase his cash flow and say, you know what? Now I have the chance to decide to take a week, take a month off and get paid via my dividend assets. I have something to leverage off of. Now, you can't compare a 15-year-old dividend investor who already has a substantial amount of income coming in, on top of that having a huge amount, a copious amount of a pool of dividends and assets, where he can essentially sleep in his money. He can work smarter all day, anytime he wants. He's already put in the hours, he's already put in the work. So as a young investor, we must work hard. I don't care if you want to consider it, we're slave to the job. Well, you know what? In reality, we must work hard. In every reality, every generation, every century, years back, whatever, 100 years, 200 years, we will always have some sort of transactional cost to do what needs to be done for us to survive. Whether it be going to work 7 days out the week, breaking your back out in the fields, whatever it may be, whatever your occupation is, there is always some sort of transactional cost. So to all my young investors, don't think too far ahead. When you have an older individual telling you to work smarter, put that in your pockets, but know at the first trend of your years of working, of your years of investing, put in the work, put in the hours. And as Denzel Washington says, I'll see you at work.